I did have to go back and pick up those pieces. Even with I Am Who She Is, I had to go back. And even when I first started filming, I will never forget the first day. My videographer, Star, was like, I had to say, are we really gonna do this? Because the questions that I was being asked were some of the most hurtful things from my whole entire life.
Wow. Hey there, yummy listeners. We've got an important update to share with you just in case life throws you a curveball.
Absolutely, Crystal. Have you or someone you know recently been involved in an auto accident? We believe in safeguarding your well-being and ensuring you receive the care and assistance you require. That's why we recommend connecting with our preferred legal expert, Sandra M. Davis, PC. When unexpected situations arise, she's the one you want in your corner.
With her 30 plus years of experience and a solid track record, Sandra and her dedicated team will fight to get you the compensation, support, and treatment you rightfully deserve.
Head over to attorneysandradavis.com to schedule your free consultation today. Your rights matter, and they're here to make sure they're protected. Now back to this episode.
Welcome to another delicious and delectable episode of Yummy Podcast, where we savor life's inspiring stories on a quest to help you find your ultimate, most meaningful yet. I'm your co-host, Crystal Khalil.
And I'm Dr. Nicola Beach, and we are here with none other than the dynamic LaTavia Roberson.
Yes!
Entrepreneur, singer, mom. What a blessing to have you here with us.
You know what? And it's a blessing to be here. Thank you both for having me.
So we talk about the yummy in this space. Your ultimate, most meaningful yet. And we know that you have had a full life with a lot of amazing experiences, right?
Yes.
So can we go back just a little bit to come forward for those who may not know? And I don't know who that would be. They'd have to be under a rock to not know one of your blessed beginnings, which is being a member of none other than the incomparable Destiny's Child.
A founding member.
Absolutely.
Member.
And I just got to throw this in there. I saw y'all perform at the Atrium on Memorial Drive.
Come on.
I remember that night.
I was there, girl.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
She's like, I can go all the way back.
Yeah, we're going to take you all the way back.
Humble beginnings.
Yes. Humble beginnings is just, for me, the simple fact that at such a young age, that I was able to be in a place to where I could seek success and to be able to be a part of a family with my sisters and just do it. And I wasn't thrown into a situation. And even before that, even me to be able to grace the cover of the Just For Me box for over 10 years.
Wow.
It was with Proline. So I started working when I was like 6. I was doing print work and commercials and things like that. I always wanted to act. And through my modeling agency is how I got the opportunity to audition for the group that became Destiny's Child.
Wow. Isn't that something?
Yes, it is, because God is so good.
God is so good. And, you know, a lot of times, LaTavia, we get caught in labels, right?
Yes, Jesus.
Actress, singer, mompreneur, all those things, right? Who are you? Who is your yummy self without any labels?
My yummy self is, I'm an introvert. And believe it or not, and I love to be at home. I've always wanted to be a family woman.
Okay.
I've always wanted children, and I've always wanted to be successful. However, God would bring it to me. So my yummy self for me right now is loving and owning who I am at this moment through all the adversity and everything else that I've been through. It's been a long road that people have no idea about, and I'm so excited with the journey that I'm going on. My yummy self is to be me.
I love that.
You know,
I love that.
You talk about adversity and overcoming adversity and the journey, because a lot of people, I love how you said that you saw her back then, because in this time, people think a lot of things happen overnight.
Oh,
Yep.
And they want to escape process, but still want progress.
yes.
So talk to us about what the journey has looked like to go from such a famous label, right, to personal brand and authenticity for LaTavia.
One thing that people do not understand about my journey, I tried out for the group when I was 7 years old. I sat right next to Beyonce in the line. And people were like, when No 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 came out, they were like, oh my gosh, they were overnight success and all that. It took us 8 years to get a record deal. So we worked together, we prayed together, we rehearsed hard together and all that. And that is something that's helped me learn how to, you know, stay on the bar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And work hard to get what it is. If everything might not be what it is and how you think that it should line up.
Yeah.
But I just always say at the end of the day, I seek God, because at the end of the day, that I stopped seeking God, it's not going to be good.
Yeah. You know, I love that you said y'all prayed together, right?
Yes.
It's a sisterhood.
Absolutely.
Dr. Nicole and I have experienced this being in partnership, right? There's a thief from the pit of hell called comparison.
Oh boy, that part.
And even people in your circle will try and do it to you.
Yes,
We've
ma'am.
experienced it in our business, you know, where it's, oh, she's the one that this and you're the one that. Or they would try and, you know, shine a light on Dr. Nicole because she's the one they see on TV and try and diminish me. Or shine a light on me because they're the ones, they know me for business and in that space and trying to diminish her business knowledge. And we have to fight and advocate for ourselves to be seen as equals. And it's like, we tell people all the time, I will put somebody in the trunk over this one.
Okay.
Right? Don't
and
do
have
it.
people look for you.
Right. Don't
Just
do
saying.
it. So how has that been for you? Coming from that space, right? We all know who Beyonce is and love her. Right?
Absolutely.
How has that experience been for you with that thief of comparison and people?
I guess there is a certain amount of comparison. I don't understand why. I always knew my place in the group and the reason why I was in the group. I did what it is that I loved with my sisters. And so when that moment and that beat and that familyhood and that sisterhood got taken away from me, it was almost like a marriage going bad. I lost my friends. I lost my sisters. I didn't grow up in a capacity or the way everybody was. The last time I went to school, I was in the 7th grade.
Wow.
That was the last time you went to school.
Yes.
Wow.
I was tutored. We traveled the world. So like I've been working since I was 6. And then for that to happen because of something that has to do with business, it was hurtful, but you know what? We deal and we cope and we move on and time heals all wounds.
You know, I respect you and we celebrate you for that.
Thank you.
Celebrate you
Thank
for, you know, just being you and finding your way. And one of the things we always say, like, time, it really doesn't heal all wounds, because it's you doing the work that heals the wounds, right? Because you could let time go by and not do your own work and still be in the same place, still holding on to trauma, still being hurt. But so I don't want to give time the credit. You had to do some work to be a whole woman sitting here with us today, right? Able to have this conversation.
Absolutely. And I'm grateful. The time has allowed me to be able to process a lot of things, and I've had to learn a lot of things about myself. And every day I learn more things about myself, especially as being a mother, and then being an entrepreneur and starting to take my own projects on instead of just depending on everybody. It's a bit more of a struggle, but it's also so rewarding at the end of the day.
Yeah.
One of the aspects of the Yummy is that bounce back. Mm-hmm. And what I'm hearing from you is the art of the bounce back and the pushing forward into your next, and figuring out what you need to release so that you're not bound, and what you need to move towards. What would you say was one of the biggest Yummy lessons you learned about who you are as a woman?
One of the Yummy lessons that I learned about who I am is to learn how to trust myself more. And with that comes, for me, is getting toxic people out of your circle. Everybody always come to you with your hand out, and then like this, when you want to ask them for something. I had to get a great team around me, and people that I trust, because now, even with my children and my businesses and all that, I don't need 1,500 people. I don't need no entourage or anything like that. I need to know that you know what it is you're supposed to do, you know what it is you're supposed to do, and you know what it is you're supposed to do, and then we all come together and collectively we make this whole thing. It takes a village. Even with raising children, with a business, with everything. It does take a village, but everybody needs to stay in their lane. And as long as that happens, we all work hard, we all gonna eat.
Yeah.
We all gonna eat.
I love it. And I love you said some key things, right? Trusting yourself. Yeah. Having a team, because it takes a village, like you said. Nobody gets there alone. No. And the last point that you just made was everybody staying in their lanes. We talk about that. That's boundaries, right? Dr. Nicole and I talk about this all the time. 285 goes all the way around Atlanta, right?
Sure does.
And it has a speed limit. If you go too fast, you might get a ticket. It's got dotted lines and it's got straight lines to tell you when you can cross and when you can't. And if we don't enforce that, we know 285 can be a hot mess, and often is, right? It's the same way with our lives. So what has your process with boundaries been? How have you learned that lesson to maintain boundaries to create healthy relationships? You know what? Can I be honest with you? Please. I'm actually still in that process because I am such a giving person. Yeah. And yes, I am saying that I am. And I've been taken advantage of a lot because of how giving that I am. And I'm just learning how. And even God says it. Sometimes you just got to say no. Oh, yeah. Ain't nothing like a peace of mind. Yeah. Right. And then there have been so many things that I've gone through and all of that. It's just like, you know what? My mind has got to be healthy. And it doesn't matter how it is. My healthy might not be yours. My healthy might not be yours. Yours might not be mine. Yeah. But it's about knowing thyself. Yeah. And it's just I don't even want to say one day at a time. To me, it's like one moment at a time. Yeah. Before We forgot to do the wiggle with LaTavia.
Oh my God. The wiggle, like,
yeah, we got to teach you, girl. We got to teach you the wiggle, because your question, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
And your question, when you said, "Can I be honest?" I was like, "Oh, we didn't give her soul permission to speak."
It's necessary. Your soul needs permission to speak.
Yeah.
So put your hand in front of your face. Now wiggle.
Can I?
Yeah,
do a
you
little
can
bit
do
of that
all
too?
of that. Wiggle.
All of that?
Now take the mask off and put it in your lap. That mask of all the roles that you play, all of the expectations that people have.
You might want to do it one more time.
Yeah, because sometimes we got on more than one. Yes, and put it in your lap.
Put it in your lap.
Yes. Now you know this. On the Yummy podcast, we don't ask you to throw it away because we don't want to get beat up. Because people are like, I need these masks to navigate my life.
Because if you knew what I had to deal with.
Right? But to let your soul speak, because something that came to me as you were talking, sometimes we have a dream for ourselves. And we know that God can dream bigger for us.
Absolutely.
But when you have a dream for yourself, and you feel like you've been positioned to give that dream up, the dream of what you thought it was going to look like, and then co-create the dream of tomorrow and next and future, and leave what you thought it was supposed to look like behind. Can you help our viewers and our listeners know how to shift from what you thought was to what God has for you in the next?
If you're a high-achieving woman and you're listening to this, people around you probably think you have everything you need or desire.
But Crystal and I both know you've realized there's more, and you've been called to more. We base our programs and framework around helping women like you find their limitless selves, providing a space, a safe space for them to break through ceilings and remove the walls that limit experiencing the life they truly desire.
Join us for our Woman Unlimited Live. Check out the link below. You'll find coaching, community, and connection you've been looking for. See you there.
Now back to this yummy episode.
I hear you, sis. One thing that I believe, patience is a virtue. And it's so crazy. I wrote a list when I was like 15 years old. And where I am now, a lot of these things are starting to come to fruition.
That's the yummy.
Yeah, that's the yummy.
It did not happen when I thought it was going to happen.
Okay.
And then now it's starting to happen so fast. I believe in transformation, which is why I've started my nonprofit organization, the LaTavia Foundation, which is the butterfly in French.
I love the butterfly.
The butterfly in French. My family is of French descent, so I'm obsessed with butterflies.
Give us the name of the nonprofit one more time.
Le Papillon.
Le Papillon. I love that.
And the one thing, it's about transformation. I love to go and speak to young girls and everything about being young ladies and things like that. And I've gone through a lot. And there was a point in my life to where I felt like I hit my rock bottom. And that's why I'm shooting my documentary. I'll talk to you guys about that. But the foundation is about young girls learning that life is about transformation. And you can see a caterpillar and be like, ew. But then you go into the cocoon. And can't nobody tell you how long that transformation phase is supposed to take. But the one thing that I believe is that I've never seen an ugly butterfly.
Right.
And so after we go through that transformation phase, we spread our wings and we fly.
Oh, and one of our coaches, Pastor Casey, said something recently about that. She said, I've never seen a butterfly turn back into a caterpillar.
Better preach.
Right.
That's a word, right?
Yes.
Doesn't go backwards.
Yeah.
And just because it's not pleasant
Oh,
doesn't mean it's not good.
that's an understatement.
Okay. So often we are in these transitions, forgetting that there are plans for our life.
Right.
Not one plan.
Plural.
Plans, plural.
Yes.
So we can make a mistake in thinking when it's time to transition, no, I want to hold on to that.
Nah.
I need to hold on to that.
And it's hard.
Right? Without recognizing if you're not growing, you're dying. Let me say that again. You're not growing, you're dying. And the objective and assignment is not to go back.
I love that you said if you're not
forward.
growing, you're dying. And
Come on, sis.
for a point in my life, I'm thinking, okay, because I'm not doing this right now. I'm not doing this right now. People are comparing me. People are this is it. She's not doing this. They're doing that. This. I'm thinking that, okay, so I'm putting myself down.
Yes.
At the same time, I was growing. And I'm glad that I got to grow outside of the spotlight. It gave me more time to focus on who I am and who I'm supposed to be, who I'm supposed to become.
Yes.
And how to depict certain situations and things like that. So, and every day, it's still a struggle. I wake up every morning like, Lord, I just want to live and don't die. Protect me and my family and all that and the people that I love. And every day there's a new lesson that is being taught and something else to be learned. And so that's why I don't seek perfection, because the day that I seek perfection, then I won't be able to see God.
Oh, that's powerful. That is powerful. And it's amazing that God uses it all.
Oh, absolutely.
And we don't always realize when we're in an assignment that it's just for a period of time.
For that season.
And he will use it to build credibility.
Yes.
So now in your nonprofit and all your other businesses that you're doing, you're an actress, those things of the past, God is using, that's your resume, right?
Absolutely, yes.
They were assignment building.
I receive it.
Girl, it was just an assignment.
I receive it.
Yeah.
And when we feel pain is when we stay in an assignment too long.
Overstay.
Hallelujah.
Trying to wear a fur coat.
In the winter.
Fur coat in the winter is cute.
In the summer.
But in the summer, that's a problem.
Houston, we got a problem.
We got a problem.
You're still trying to wear in this season what is being called for in another season.
That's the reason why I've started my documentary, and I've had offers and things, but I decided to do it myself. And my documentary is called "I Am Who She Is."
Yes. Look at Nicole's shirt.
Swag announcement.
Give me a pound. Give me a
swag announcement.
Look at that. I am she.
Service, humility, and excellence.
Wow.
Swag announcement.
And it's about my thing is like so many people, where's she been in the last 20 years? We want to know this. Why has she done this? Why has she done this? Okay, because I had to get some stuff together.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I decided to do it myself is because I don't want anybody else to create my narrative. I want to tell people the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
Because I'm not ashamed of who I am or where I've been and the bad things that I've done, the horrible mistakes that I've made. I don't care what nobody else think about me, because only one person can judge me.
The source. Yes.
And so people say things that are hurtful, but at the end of the day, I don't have to worry about that. I want to be able to do my documentary, and I want to be as open as possible so I can be free from the things that have happened in the past 20 years.
Yeah.
I love that you said that.
We have a shirt that says free women, free women.
Free women.
I love that.
Free
women.
A lot of times we it's sad to say, but it's true. There are groups at times of people who feel more powerful when you are bound.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. They profit from it.
Feel more powerful when you are stuck in your limited beliefs.
Because hurt people too.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But when you get to a point where you say, now, wait a minute, this is my story.
Yep.
This is my life, my assignment.
Yes.
My life belongs to me.
And we always talk about this with our tribe too, right? If God is in the beginning and God is in the end, where does the enemy live?
Bouncing back and forth.
Bouncing back and forth in between,
Nowhere
right?
in my book.
Right. But here's where he has the power, in the silence.
Preach it.
When he has you in the corner beating you down, and you're afraid to speak, and other people are telling your story.
That you can't.
That's when he has the power.
So turn when this you chair around.
Girl, get up and run around.
Right.
So your documentary is saying, I'll take that back, thank you. That belongs to me. That's not yours to play with.
Look, if I done told you something bad I did and you think that you can go into it, say no. You probably done told it wrong. You probably didn't even tell it as worse as it was. No, I want everybody to know how bad it was. Because I had to go through that to get through all of the stuff that it is to make me be able to be as strong. My brother told me the other day, he was like, my sister, you go through so much stuff all of the time. He said it's almost like something after something after something. He was like, I don't even know sometimes how you get through it. He's like, but Marie,
it's your testimony.
You always bounce back.
But you know what's so powerful about that, sis? Is when you decide to no longer live in pieces, peace is your opportunity.
Yeah.
When you're like, I'm not going to live in pieces anymore. There is a difference between peace and pieces.
Absolutely.
And I am determined I'm going to live in peace.
Yeah.
Even if that means at times you got to go places and get some of your pieces back. You got to say, no, you tried to take that piece, or I gave you that piece because I thought people were going to like me.
Yep.
I thought it was too much. So I left this piece over here and I left that piece over there. And now I'm looking and I'm like, my thumb is gone, my pinky is gone. Okay, this part of my head is gone. Let me go get my stuff. Let me go get my pieces so that I can now be in peace. Right? So can you share with our audience what it was like for you to move from pieces to seeking peace? Because we all go through that journey at some point.
You're right. I did have to go back and pick up those pieces. Even with I Am Who She Is, I had to go back. And even when I first started filming, I will never forget the first day. My videographer, Star, was like, I had to say, are we really gonna do this? Because the questions that I was being asked were some of the most hurtful things from my whole entire life.
Wow.
And the only way that I can put the pieces together to gain peace is to go back to the things that have hurt me, and I have to confront them
And do your work.
and I have to go around to the people. And I've even said I also want to make sure that through this documentary, people that have felt some kind of way about me, that love me, no, don't sugarcoat nothing for me.
Speak the truth.
Speak the truth.
I'm a grown-ass woman.
Not your truth,
I'm a grown
the
woman.
truth. Not your truth, the truth.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't care how I might feel about it. Let's get this all out here in the open.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it, and then we can take it and we can throw it away, and then we can create a new platform, and then we can move forward.
I love that.
Because the truth brings oxygen into the atmosphere.
Yes.
It does.
And it frees you. It's
fills
like
the
keys
space.
to release the
It's a lot of
bondage.
stuff that's embarrassing. That's why I'm gonna do a one-woman show, and I'm gonna talk about myself. Y'all gonna be dying laughing about the stuff that I'm gonna say about myself one day. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It frees you,
Yep.
and then it gives me permission to be free. So your documentary, your nonprofit organization, the woman that you are now, all of that is moving in your yummy now.
Mm-hmm.
What yummy still awaits you, sis?
It's yummy and it's bittersweet, but it's shows that I've been developing for about 5 years now.
Oh.
It's called Mommy's Madness.
Love the title.
I love it. Mommy's Madness. Yes.
And it's about how, us like single mothers and all that. And it's not about just like my audience, like from my peers. Mm-hmm. It's also the single mother that's in college and then she works at night. She's a single mother. You don't have to be like a celebrity or anything for this. So there's Mommy's Madness and then there's Mommy's After Dark. When you put them kids to sleep,
yes,
you gonna have your glass of wine. Get you some jammies on to be cute. Yeah, because then I'm doing the lingerie line and all that too. I'm showing the New York Fashion Week this year. All that. So we go and sit down, and then we gonna sit down and we gonna talk about, okay, now them kids sleep, girl. Okay, let me tell you what this did today.
Okay.
I woke up and my son had a whole roll of toilet paper in the doggone in the fish tank. Like, I done woke up, my son had been in the refrigerator. And I'm like, what? Why? Then we gotta talk about these men. So I'm like, it's just about the mothers when we are out of mommy's mode. But we always got to be on it. But I just think that it's a community and it's also uplifting women to be able to be with each other and communicate with each other.
I love that.
And we talk about, in the work that Crystal and I do, we talk about business and relationships. Your life as a woman. Mm-hmm. Not just what you do, but not good English, who you be. Mm-hmm. What yummy awaits LaTavia as a woman?
You know what? I have to honestly say, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But the only thing that I can say is greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And responsibility and respect and peacefulness.
Love that.
And giving. Like, that's who I am. Now, I am a diva. I don't want nobody to take that from me. So that awaits me too.
Little diva.
Yes. But I want to be me. And like I said, I'm still finding out every day. Yeah, because things change. My children are getting older and every day awaits a new challenge, a new peace, a new joy.
A new opportunity.
Yeah, a new opportunity. Well, LaTavia, thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
your vulnerability, your transparency, your brilliance, your wisdom, your nuggets. I'm sure that our listeners, our viewers have been blessed by your story. Yeah. And we await your yummy.
Yes.
And I thank y'all for letting me express my yummy.
Yes. Yes. And we'll leave y'all with that at home. Let's do a little wiggle.
With a shake.
Yes. Thank you all. And stay tuned. We got some more episodes of The Yummy coming soon.